Thanks a lot for tuning in today. The topic of this video is pretty simple, as you might have guessed from the description. I'm breaking down my everyday carry essentials for 2019, what I carry directly on my person. And I just have to give you guys a fair warning, this is not some pretty boy safe queen setup where you've spent like $400 or $500 on various components and then you keep it in a drawer somewhere or safe because you're too afraid to blemish it or carry it on a regular basis. No, this kit is well used and a bit abused and 100% customized to my needs on a regular basis. So, with that warning in place, let's go ahead and jump into the review. So the first item that I want to show you is the star of my everyday carry loadout, and that is my Trayvax Contour wallet. This wallet has been a game changer because I started off, with your traditional bifold, which is great when you first get it. But over time, as you stuff more cash in there and more cards in there, it just becomes this big, bulky, clunky mess that like sits in your pocket like this huge lump, and stuff starts falling out. I've lost cash, I've lost driver's license as these wallets stretch out, and then once that happens, then you're like, okay, well, I got to buy another wallet and throw some more cash down the drain. So I had stopped that after a while, common sense, right, and found a slimmer profile wallet, which worked good for a while, but then once I started, putting all my cards in there, the driver's license, the Visa debit cards, the credit cards, the health insurance cards, all that kind of stuff, it started to stretch out as well. And then I found it was hard to actually get anything out of the wallet, see what was behind another card. Overall, it just didn't work out for me. So getting my hands on an innovative design like this was undoubtedly a game changer. The reason why this wallet is so innovative is the fact that it expands and contracts based on what you have in it. For me, I like carrying cash on me for obvious reasons. If the lights are out, cards don't work, but I always have cash on hand. So combined with the cash and about 10 cards, it's some size. But let's say, I didn't carry cash on me or less cards, no problem. All I have to do is undo the strap and run this adjustment screw down a little bit so the strap folds over more, thereby securing anything that I have in the wallet, no matter if it's a fair amount of stuff like this or just 2 or 3 cards and a little bit of cash. The frame on this wallet is constructed from 100% stainless steel, CNC milled, with RFID protection, a bottle opener integrated right there, so for those moments when you just need to crack open a Corona and you don't have any other way to do it, break out the wallet, and you're good to go. Then also, I love this attachment point right here because I found that with a wallet of this size, not big and bulky like the bifolds, it gets a little lost in my pocket. So what I did is I used a bit of Titan Survivor cord. I don't know, I think I got maybe 2 or 3 feet on here, maybe not even that much. But anyway, Titan Survivor cord with a lanyard knot and then an overhand knot right here. So when this sits in my pocket, it's super easy to grab and just pull out and I can access whatever I need. Take this strap off, and immediately I have access to all my cards. I can kind of look at them through the open face of the wallet and see, oh, okay, there's my Visa debit card, there's my driver's license, and, grab whatever I need. And then the other thing to mention, of course, pointing out the fact that this is made in the USA. The goal of Trayvax, per their CEO, Mark King, is to hire 5,000 people to work for their company. So that's 5,000 Americans employed in the United States doing 100% production, design, everything right here in country. So I think that's awesome. So when I find companies like this producing high quality products that are 100% designed, manufactured, produced, and sold in the United States, that's a huge selling point for me. Overall, supporting my country and supporting jobs in this nation. Carabiner with a leather strap, which smells great, and of course, it's by Trayvax, which is 100% made in the United States. It unclips like this for easy attachment to your belt. And what I do with this is I just attach my keys on here, attach to the belt, and then the keys tuck securely in my pocket. So that's the other Trayvax product that I have here, which is an essential part of my EDC. Now let's go ahead and just move on to the keys real quick. I like to keep it very simple. I have my car keys. I have my Gerber Shard multi-tool, which I'm debating whether I even need this on here. And that is attached via this 4-way Night Eyes mini carabiner, which is awesome. I love Night Eyes products. They got some innovative designs. If you guys have not checked out Night Eyes, I totally suggest it. Great prices, great designs, And the other thing to mention about this carabiner, it has this lockout feature on it where you twist it one way and you can immediately, depress and pull things off and on. And then when you're done adding whatever you need to the carabiner, you simply twist it and it locks out, so none of these are going to come loose. And then finally, the other item to mention that's on the Keyring is this Saber Red pepper spray, because listen, we don't live in the Wild West. You can't just run around shooting people who you deem a threat unless you want to deal with some serious legal action. So this right here has 25 bursts available in it, and it gives me an opportunity to disengage from a threat, because that's going to be my goal. I don't want to get into fights. I don't want to deal with all of that and the inherent dangers with that, because when you're in an environment where you feel like you're under threat from somebody you don't even know, you have no idea what that person has on their person, a gun, a knife. You have no idea what their capabilities are. So something like this can be used very quickly and effectively to disengage from the threat, give yourself some space, and get the hell out of the area. And this is just a nice, small, compact size, and you pick them up for like $10 on Amazon. And then the actual Keyring itself is made by Exotac. I've been using their products for literally ever, and this is their free key system. It's simple but innovative. Basically, you just depress it right here, and you can easily slide items off and on the keychain, and when you're done, it just folds back down, and you're good to go. I'm not a smoker. Thankfully, I was able to kick that habit a few years ago, but the Bic lighter still is coming with me all the time, everywhere I go. Obviously, great for starting fires, great for trimming paracord, great for having a foundation to wrap duct tape around, and also you can use the end right here to pop open bottles. So I always have that on me. And then moving on to the cell phone, we all have cell phones. I strongly suggest getting a life-proof case like what I have here. This is 100% water resistant, airtight, sealed, and is virtually indestructible. And if you have a nice cell phone that's worth a couple $100, the last thing you want to do is drop it, break it, or damage it in any fashion, and then you got to shell out money for no particular reason. So life-proof case, undoubtedly the way to go in my opinion. And then moving on to the Timepiece. So I spend money on things, but I don't spend a ton of money on watches, and it's just never really been my thing. I like a quality watch, but one that comes in at a good price point, and the Timex Expedition definitely fits that bill. It's simple with a big, easy-to-read watch face. It's luminous when I press the button, has a comfortable strap on it, and I think retails for about, I think when I picked this up, it was about $38 on Amazon. So if you're in the market for a budget, top-quality EDC timepiece, check out Timex Expedition. Definitely good to go, and also looks pretty nice. And hey, I like things that look nice and that are a good fit, especially like on my wrist. I don't like big, bulky timepieces. I like something that's slim, profile, easy to use, big watch face, and also comfortable. Moving on to the lighting options. This is my Olight S1R Baton 2. This thing is obviously compact with a belt clip for attachment inside your pocket. It has a nice, sexy aesthetic to it. It is USB rechargeable via the magnetic tail switch. And honestly, I wish I could tell you how long the battery is on this, but I mean, I've been carrying this for probably about 6 months, using it off and on, and haven't had to recharge it. So Olight, if you're in the market to try out new flashlight brand, I definitely say check out Olight. They got top quality, great prices, and I love the magnetic tail switch and the USB recharging option. And then finally, we got to talk about edged weapons. So I'm not like a lot of other EDC people out there. I don't carry more than 2 on me because I just always go by the survival rule of 1 is none and 2 is 1. So I always have a pocket knife on me. Currently, I'm carrying this Kershaw folder with this easy open operation right here. This is a Kin Onion design, and once again, it's a budget knife, but Kershaw makes great products, and the price is just very attractive to me. The design is nice. It's a slim fit, so if I'm dressed up at work, if I'm wearing dress slacks, it's not some big bulky knife that's hanging out. And, let's say, I'm at the beach and I have, a pair of, swim trunks on, or I'm wearing shorts. It's also not a big bulky design that's going to weigh me down. It's just perfect for what I need. So The Kershaw folder is a must. And then finally, for the primary EDC blade, you guys may have seen this before. This is the Hydra Buzzard. And this thing is just a solid design. I use this all the time currently as my EDC. And as you can see, it has this karambit style hold and grip on it, so you can slice and dice and do a bunch of fancy knife stuff. And then if you're not doing that, it has a very nice traditional grip on it right here, very secured with these with this grippy little serrations here on the top. It also has a fire notch right here, 100% stainless steel, and it also has a little bit of multi-tool functionality as well built into it. Of course, my everyday carry is not complete without a quality belt. So I did a lot of research when I wanted to find a rigger's belt that was not going to break the bank, because if you've checked out rigger's belts at all, you know they can get pretty pricey. This one is medium size by Wolf Tactical and retails for $20 on Amazon, and it has over 600 4- and 5-star reviews. So when I look at that, I see the reviews, I see the price, I'm just, I'm sold right off the bat. And so with this Velcro adjustable right here, minor adjustment, but the major adjustment is here. And depending on, like, let's say I have a bunch of stuff on this belt, I'm going to run it through twice, and then I'm going to have a very, very secure attachment. But honestly, most of the time, not carrying a lot of stuff on this belt, I only want it to hold up my pants, basically. Maybe a weapon goes on this, like my, like primary concealed weapon or whatever. But typically what I'll do is, I'm not carrying a lot of stuff, I'll just run it through right here, only once, find Velcro between the exposed belt loops, and just press it down, and I have a very firm, stable platform. And then of course also, you see that I have the clip carabiner on here for those keys that I mentioned earlier. So overall, top quality belt, great price, can't go wrong with it. Check out Wolf Tactical, and obviously I'll have some links down there in the pinned post. So now for the outro. Are you still with me? Hopefully so, because I'm always like analyzing my YouTube metrics to see how long people watch videos, and trying to make videos that are short, concise, and to the point, and that are entertaining but informative, because both of those concepts together, entertainment and information, is critical. And this is something that I want to make into a full-time business, so I can disconnect from working for somebody else's dream, for somebody else's goals, and work to provide high-value content on gear, bushcraft, training, and all those things that I'm passionate about. So I want to hear from you guys down there in those comments. Let me know how you're handling your everyday carry, because obviously what works for me might not work for you. And then obviously the call out for likes, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share, because it definitely helps out the channel, and it helps rank the Survival Outpost higher in search results, which is absolutely critical. And then I'm just going to tease something here real quick. On 6/1, I'm launching my Patreon site, where I think I have an opportunity to focus on content that I'm truly, truly passionate about. Because don't get me wrong, the EDC stuff is great, the top 10 list, the bug out bags, and all that stuff. Those are the videos that I have to put out to get seen on YouTube. But I love being out in nature. I love doing bushcraft. And you guys seem to love those videos too, but they don't get as many views just because of the YouTube algorithm. So I feel on Patreon, I can start focusing on unique content that I'm very passionate about, whether it's bushcraft, getting out in nature, fitness, diet, and all those things that I just can't get seen on YouTube. I think Patreon is going to enable me to do that. So I'm launching Patreon on 6/1. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that, and I'll obviously be putting up a launch video when that goes down. So I hope to see you guys over on Patreon. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.